Today I didn't bring out my cinema camera. Normally when I come, I always bring my Sony camera, which is the one right there. And I bring my cinema camera to shoot some, stuff. Like I'm learning how to use the camera. Today I didn't bring it. I thought let's just you and I have a conversation. Let's just do this conversation thing. So last night we were watching James Bond, and of course I knew, right? Spoilers, okay, guys, in case you have not watched James Bond yet. There was something that Mallory, the character, the M character for MI6, was saying, that the purpose of man is to live. The purpose of man is not to live a long life. That is not the purpose of man. The purpose of man is to just live. Maybe you live one day, maybe you live 1,000 days, but still the purpose is for man is to live, to really enjoy the moment, be in the moment, appreciate what's going on rather than keep thinking about tomorrow or thinking about things that you have no control over. Lately I've been reading a lot of books. The funny thing is I don't read the complete book. I just read parts of the book, which I'm sure I should read the whole book. I think that would be wonderful. But I'm reading parts of the book. And there's something that someone said, or at least I read this part, where basically it says if you're lucky, you have anywhere from 4,000, 4,500 to 5,000 weekends in your lifetime, assuming that you are going to be living maybe till 80 years, maybe 80 or 90 years. That's the only amount of weekends that you have, So when you think about it, if you're watching my video right now, and what you do is you look at your age, right? And you know which weekend you're in. You just know. If you were just born 2 weeks ago, that means you're 2 weekends in. So, you calculate and you know how many weekends you have lived, and of course, how many weekends you have left. Now, this is a very good measuring tool. It's a little bit saddening because some of you might, I don't know how old you are, so some of you might be watching this and say, oh my God, we don't have too many weekends left. I'm contemplating the same thing. But once you start realizing how many weekends you have left, you start valuing the weekend a lot more. Lately, because I know what weekend I'm in, right? I just calculate my age and I will know which weekend I'm in. And I realized that, now my weekends are more valuable than before. I used to enjoy my weekends before, but now I'm really enjoying my weekends. I follow what is known as a 3-day week, basically. In other words, my day one actually starts on Monday, but it ends on Friday, so that I treat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Friday as one day. So I go from Monday to Friday, and that's just one day. And then Saturday is another day, Sunday is another day. So that means I have 3 days in a given week. So there are certain things I will tell myself that I will do on Saturday and Sunday. And then there are certain things that I will do on my Monday to Friday. I treat that as one day, so I'm just going to use that whole one day. And I'm just going to try to get a lot of things done. So I do my work, which I love. I'm a teacher, so I love it. It's great. I work very hard at it. I try to, make my classes very entertaining. I like my students to come to class and really have a good time and study and learn things. So every time they come to class, they're learning a lot, and they're scaffolding. They're learning and they're building on their learning, which is wonderful. And then of course in the evenings, I do my YouTube, I do my editing, all that kind of stuff, which I think is totally wonderful. Then of course on the weekends, I will also continue doing a little bit of YouTubing, trying to relax a little bit. I'm not watching a lot of movies, but I do watch movies, and I tell myself that this is like research. So I'm watching movies to see how they cut certain scenes, how they framed certain scenes. Now that I'm getting into cinema stuff, so I'm enjoying, my eyes are getting tuned to seeing maybe what kind of lens did they use. Did they use a wide angle lens? Did they use a sharp, smaller lens? Did they zoom in? How did they zoom in? Did they zoom in, or did they just simply move the camera? So now I'm valuing my time a little bit, and I think that's what we need to do too. We need to make sure that we are spending our time doing exactly what we want to do. For example, if you wake up in the morning and all you have to do is tell yourself today is a good day if I do these 3 things. Now, don't give yourself a huge list, because you know what, it'll never happen. Okay, I do make lists. I love making lists. Hey, Poo Poo, come here, Papa. Come here, Poo Poo, my cameraman, my DP. My DP is my cat. He's director of photography. He's my DP. The sun is already set at this point, and of course, lights are on. Anyway, so basically what I was trying to say earlier, before those kids disturbed my shot, so now I'm doing like a change of shot, right? So basically what it is you try to pick three things that you want to accomplish every day. Now it is essential that whatever you do, that you must try to get all three things done that day. You know what? It's fine. If you could not finish it, that's perfectly fine, okay? So you start out with one thing, then you build up to two, and then you build up to three. And the idea is you give yourself three things. Keep it simple at first, so that way you get into the habit of pushing yourself, so that way you will be more like, hey, listen, I like this feeling because I'm actually getting things done.